The first time we've seen the baby. It was amazing.
Alright, so here's the baby right here. Here's the uterus here. This is the head right here. The body is right here. So here's the heart right there. Right there. The baby keeps moving, so it's a little hard for me to show you all this stuff. But here's the spine right there. Here's the heart beating right here. Okay, if you do this, and you kind of like make it a little bigger, you see the heart's right here, the stomach is right here, this is the diaphragm right here. So, all the stuff above the diaphragm is lung, and this is all like GI stuff. I turn it 90 degrees, you get the abdominal circumference where you see the stomach here, vertebrae here. You can look a little higher. You see the forecheekbone view of the heart.
Yeah.
See that right there? That's
awesome.
Go up even higher, and then you see the head.
There we go.
So your baby is what we call breech right now. You see, you go down lower, that's the bladder right there, and there's a foot right there.
Yeah.
So again, butt here, head this way, as you can feel my cancers are going up.
Right.
So your baby is what we call breech right now, which doesn't match her right now.
Sure. Because
the baby can be kind of in any position we want, and it doesn't really make any difference. We just don't want the baby to be breech when you finally go into labor.
Sure. That's what I guess I did have that question is what is the last week where the baby sort of turns for good?
You know, the baby usually will change its position up until around 34 or 35 weeks or so. Then it becomes a little bit more stable.
Okay.
To be honest with you, however, only 3 to 5% of babies actually stay breech, and so therefore there's a 95 to 97% chance that the baby will turn into the appropriate fashion.
Right.
You know, by the time you go into labor, and so we don't really have any kind of worry about it until you get further on in your pregnancy.
Yeah.
If you hit 35 weeks or so, and Leslie still believes that the baby is breech, then you can be a little bit more proactive about doing the steps to try to turn the baby.
Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work at around 36 to 37 weeks, you can actually have what's called a version, which is us to try to actually manually turn the baby. But because 95 to 97% of the time the baby does it on its own, I would probably encourage you not to do anything until you get to that point.
Okay.
Anyway, here's the leg right here. Here's the leg bone. Now it's a little hard to tell the sex just because the baby is breech, and so the baby is kind of sitting kind of on this groin area right here. So we'll see if we can kind of see anything. But as far as the baby's size goes, I get 21.5 weeks, so that's maybe due to June 29th.
Okay.
Is that pretty close, by the way?
A little earlier.
Okay. So anyway, I get the baby weighing 15 ounces, so it's almost a pound.
Okay.
Not quite a pound, but almost a pound. So that represents good growth, especially if the baby's, you know, basically got a birthday that's a little bit closer, based on the measurements, then the chances are the baby's growing very, very well. Alright, so anyway, it's really kind of hard to kind of see the babies between the legs right now. In fact, you have one leg that's going like this, the knee goes like this, and the foot goes this way.
No, come on, baby.
Like crossing its legs a little bit. We're going to try to jostle the baby's kind of like bottom here. So we got to see the foot right there.
There
We're
we go.
looking right here in between the legs, and it's really hard to see. Come on. But it looks like there might be something kind of peeking out right here. And in other views, I think I actually saw a scrotum, so I think you're having a boy. But like I said, we're not getting that ideal view, but like on this picture, you can kind of see this little round thing right here. So that would, to me, represent a scrotum. But like I said, your baby's not really giving us the ideal picture where it's just kind of spread eagle or something's in between. But I don't know, it's hard for you to kind of pick this up. It's easier for me because I see a lot of this, but so right here is a foot.
Okay.
And over here I think is a scrotum. So the toes right here.
Yeah. I can't believe how much I wanted to see the baby on the screen, you know what I mean? Like, with Emma we had a ultrasound every time we went in because we were with Kaiser, you know, and I had miscarried before, so I just feel like we had a million of these. And
well, you know, it's also reassuring that you have them.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Well, I just showed Mom and Dad a beautiful picture and I'll leave you alone, but...
Wake up.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure, there you go, it's a boy. See, here's a scrotum right here. There's the penis coming out right here. This is one leg right here.
Let me zoom in here.
It's hard to kind of, like I said, as far as a picture that you can recognize, it makes it a little hard.
Sure, sure.
The scrotum, like I said, so just...
There it is. Yeah.
The scrotum's right.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah. I just can't get like a picture of them
That's
both
fine.
together, you know, the twig and the berries in the same time. Anyway, you're on the boy.
Oh, man.
All right.
I was right. I was right. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
That's really cool.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. It's a boy.
Boy.
We have one of
Now
each.
you guys are going to have a match set.
Yeah.
Works out.
Alright, so...
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Doc.
Here you go, that's actually...